Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 21st, 2025. I'm hoping everybody had a great Saturday out there so far, but it's a great Saturday evening. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the storm systems here across the eastern Pacific. These systems here do have a chance of possibly some more tropical development. We're in the East Pacific along the Mexican coast and also along the Central America coast as well. You can see a lot of activity across portions of the southwestern Caribbean Sea, across the Yucatan Peninsula, across Mexico, South America. More activity in the eastern and central and western tropical Atlantic, and a little bit of activity approaching the Washington, Oregon, and southwestern Canada region. You can see activity up in portion of Montana, Idaho, Washington, Oregon State. A little bit of activity across Mexico stretching into the state of New Mexico and also southwestern Texas. You got a system here across Alabama and Mississippi, moving in toward Louisiana, moving westward. The high pressure ridge, you can see it pretty much dominated central U.S. You can see the precipitation pulling up and around that high pressure ridge and kind of moving inland from east to west fashion as that high pressure ridge kind of meanders over the central U.S. and slowly builds east and put a cap over much of the atmosphere from the central and eastern U.S. should diminish rain chances some as we continue to go forward, but cannot rule out a stray shower or storm possible anywhere in the eastern and central U.S. as well. So alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe, also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue to get the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see we got some thunderstorms and showers from New Brunswick to Maine to New Hampshire to Vermont to New York State to Rhode Island. Then again from eastern South Carolina down into portions of Florida, Georgia, much of Florida, Atlantic coastal waters, the northern Gulf, stretching all the way to Texas, to Arkansas, to Tennessee, and Kentucky. Southern Texas included as well, western Texas to New Mexico, to Nebraska, all the way up into northern Michigan, around Lake Superior, all the way back through Minnesota, through the Dakotas, also the Montana, Wyoming region as well. Some heavy rain flash flooding over western Texas. Severe weather from northeastern New Mexico to North Texas, all the way through Minnesota, northern Michigan, through North and South Dakota region as well. Some shower activity portion of Washington and Oregon states as well, and also Idaho, and also mixed precipitation in Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, and eastern Oregon and northeastern Nevada as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Sunday. Alright, here's your Monday forecast. You can see we got a little bit of thunderstorm activity up in portions of Maine, stretching into northern New Hampshire. Then more activity from West Virginia down into Virginia to western North Carolina, eastern Tennessee, and then from Illinois to Tennessee to Alabama to Florida, to the Florida Key, portion of Atlantic coastal waters, the northern Gulf, stretching to Louisiana to Texas, all the way up toward Missouri, southern Texas, northern Mexico to Colorado, all the way into Minnesota, Wisconsin, up here around Lake Superior, northern Michigan. Then again over here in Washington, Oregon, northern Washington, northern Idaho, and portion of Montana. A little bit of mixed precipitation there as well. Some flash flooding and heavy rain from West Texas and New Mexico to the Panhandle of Texas. Then again from portion of Kansas to Nebraska, Iowa, and the portion of Wisconsin. Some severe weather from Iowa and the Wisconsin and northern Michigan regions as well. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Monday. Alright, let's move on to the current watches, warning, advisory map for your location across the nation. Alright, it's a very colorful map. You can see we got a lot of heat advisories. We got extreme heat weather watches in proportion of Maine. Sets of extreme heat warnings are in effect for portion of Vermont. Also in the portion of New York State, over toward Connecticut, Massachusetts, down to Pennsylvania, in the portion of western Pennsylvania and West Virginia. Then again for a couple counties in Illinois and Missouri. Then more over here in portions of Nebraska, southeastern South Dakota, western Iowa, much of Minnesota, and also northern portions of Wisconsin and a couple counties there in Michigan. Then we got heat advisory stretching from up here from around the New Hampshire area to Vermont to New York State to Pennsylvania to Rhode Island, D.C., to West Virginia to Ohio to Indiana, all the way down to western Tennessee, Kentucky, down to a portion of western Alabama, much of Mississippi, portion of Louisiana, East Texas, to Missouri, all the way to Iowa, to Minnesota, through portion of the Dakotas, Nebraska, Kansas, also in the portion of Colorado. River flood warning still continue for you guys in Kentucky, to portion of Mississippi, Arkansas, to Oklahoma, East Texas, Louisiana. Wind advisories down here in areas of Texas, southeastern New Mexico, southern California, and portions of southern Nevada and northwestern Utah. Red flag warnings are also in effect for you guys here in areas of Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, portions of Nevada, and also California mountains and inland areas as well. And a little bit of high wind warnings for southwest California and also northern Montana. And then we got some winter weather advisory, winter storm warnings, special weather statement for Montana and Idaho regions as well. Alright, we got a little bit of small craft advisory, gale warning from Maine all the way down to New York City. And then again from southern California up to Washington State, southern Hawaii and Chain Island, a little bit in the southwestern Alaska region, a little bit in the southern areas, a little bit of red flag warnings, and some like a flood advisory there for the Alaska region as well. Alright, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This will be for your Sunday. As you can see, we got marginal risk from up here from Maine all the way down to Washington D.C., Buffalo, New York, then from West Texas all the way to Bismarck and Marquette, Michigan, and then from portions of New Mexico all the way up to Grand Forks and Duluth, Michigan region, Fargo, North Dakota, you included. General thunderstorm from portion of Washington State to Wyoming. Alright, it's refreshing, so and coming up, here we go. Then we're down to all the way down to El Paso, Texas, Brownsville to Charlotte to Miami, Florida. Just general thunderstorm. Tornado probability looks like this. 5% up here around Minnesota, 2% stretching from North Dakota back into Nebraska and also over toward Marquette, Michigan. Damaging winds look like this. Over here in northern Minnesota, where the greatest threat of severe damaging winds over 70 to 80 miles an hour. 15% risk stretching from there all the way to northeast New Mexico. 5% from western Texas to Marquette, Michigan. Washington D.C. and the Maine. And then large hail looks like this. Pretty much the same locations as you can see here across the northeast, middle of the country, all the way down toward Texas. Alright, now let's move on to day number 3. And like I say, this slashed area here will be this golf ball to baseball size hail for severe hail in portions of Minnesota. Alright, we're going to take a look at day number 3 here real quick. Okay, we got a slight risk from up here near Marquette to La Crosse, all the way back in the northeastern areas of Iowa. Then we got another one from northern Michigan, all the way to Liberal, to Colby, to Garden City and McCook. Marginal risk, general thunderstorms up here in northern Maine, portion of southeast Georgia, Florida, to Texas, all the way to New Mexico, to Montana, portion of Oregon and Washington State, a little bit in California region. Probability looks like this. 5 and 15% respectively. Alright, let's move on to the Climate Prediction Center. We're going to take a look at the next 8 to 14 day temperature and precip outlook. Okay, as you can see, we got well above normal temperatures across the southeast and well above normal from Texas all the way to Maine up toward Michigan, then again from portions of Minnesota to California to Washington, Oregon State. Below normal temps over portion of western Texas and also New Mexico, near normal southern California up to northern Michigan. Alright, we got above normal, near normal, and below normal for the Alaska region. Above normal for much of the Hawaii and Chain Island. South side we got near normal to below normal. Alright, here's precipitation. We got above normal precipitation from Maine to Florida Panhandle to Texas to New Mexico all the way to North and South Dakota, a little bit in the portion of Washington State, a portion of western California, southwestern Oregon, Then we got below normal precipitation over portions of Nevada, Utah, and portions of southern Idaho, and then near normal for Montana to southern California to western Washington State, central and south Florida region as well. Above normal for the Hawaiian Chain Island, and near normal to above normal across the Alaska region. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos. We'll catch you back in the next one. So have a wonderful Saturday evening, folks. Take care and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.